Matt Murdock is back, baby! Daredevil Born Again has finally dropped its first 2 episodes on Disney+. So, let's just say feelings were felt. Some good and some bad, and some that made me question my life choices. So, let's talk about it. Right for now, the spoiler alert is in full effect. You've been warned. Okay, so right out of the gates, the show lets you know it means business by straight up killing Foggy Nelson in the first 15 minutes. Yep, you heard right. Imagine sitting down, popcorn in hand, ready for some classic Daredevil Foggy banter, only for the show to say, yeah, about that. Nope. Instead, we get Bullseye, played by Wilson Bethel, pulling a surprise, you're dead move on Foggy. And in a fit of rage, Matt, our beacon of moral restraints, decides, hey, what if I just, throw Bullseye off a rooftop? A decision that leads Matt hanging up the horns and going full-time lawyer mode. Oh, and Karen? Well, she pieces out of San Francisco, so basically Matt's entire support system is gone, and now he's just a sad, blind dude in a suit. 1 year later, Matt is now running a law firm with Kristen McDuffie, played by Nikki M. James, and dating psychiatrist Heather Glenn, played by Margarita Leveva. Because clearly, he looked at his life and said, you know what I need right now? More emotional baggage.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
Meanwhile, your regular villain, Wilson Fisk, is back, but this time he's traded in his kingpin coat for mayor of New York City. That's right, Wilson Fisk is now running things legally. Well, legally in the sense that a shark wearing a judge's robe is still technically in court. Now, I'll give the show credit. The political intrigue is solid. Fisk pretending to be a good guy while still pulling the strings in the criminal underworld? Well, that's peak Wilson Fisk. Vincent D'Onofrio, of course, absolutely owns this role like he always does. The man could order a sandwich and somehow make it sound like it's the most menacing thing you've ever heard. From the very first episode, Daredevil Born Again kicks down the door like it owes it rent. The tone is dark, the fights are brutal, and Matt Murdock is back to being the brooding, guilt-ridden lawyer who just can't catch a break.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Charlie Cox, still crushing it as Matt. The dude is Daredevil at this point. He could walk into a courtroom blindfolded and he'd still believe he'll win the case. And Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk, well, the guy returns with all the menacing charm of a crime boss who can snap your spine in half and would rather politically intimidate you first. The action? No, it's good. It's good. I mean, the fight choreography feels tight. The punches land with that oomph, and Matt still gets tossed around like a rag doll at a UFC after party. And let's talk about the legal drama as well, because yes, we actually get some courtroom action in this one. And if you ask me, it actually works. Matt is taking on the case of a vigilante called White Tiger who is wrongfully accused of killing a police officer. That's the kind of morally complex storytelling we love to see. But oh boy, here come the choices. First of all, Foggy Nelson. That situation, or rather the lack of Foggy Nelson, because they just, straight up deleted him within the first 15 minutes. I mean, imagine showing up to a Daredevil reunion party only to find out your best friend didn't get the invite because he got axed in the prologue. It's like the writers pulled a, hey, remember Foggy? Come on, I mean, he's dead now, moving on. Which I guess is a choice. Karen Page is also gone off to San Francisco because reasons. And honestly, that 1-2 punch of losing both characters hurts the emotional core of the show. Then there's the pacing of the show. Fisk's whole I'm mayor now, deal with it arc is fascinating, but Matt's storyline, it does feel a bit rushed. He breaks his moral code, has an existential crisis, and then just kind of gets over it. I mean, sure, he's been through a lot, but let the man spiral a bit. Give me at least one episode of Matt drowning his sorrows in whiskey and bad decisions before shooting up again. The fight scenes are solid, but I'll be lying if I said I didn't miss the raw single-shot intensity of the original hallway fights. Those were art. These? Great. but they feel a little bit more polished. Like Daredevil went from back alley brawler to John Wick's stunt double. It's cool, just different. The end of the day, Daredevil Born Again delivers a strong return, but it makes some ballsy choices that could divide fans. Cox and D'Onofrio, of course, carry the show like pros, and the action is engaging and the storytelling mostly works. But the absence of key characters and the breakneck pacing might leave you with that "I liked it, but" feeling. I'd say Born Again is definitely worth watching, but whether it sticks the landing, we'll see. So let me know, what do you think about Daredevil? Have you seen the first 2 episodes? What do you think about it? What is your opinion about it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments. And are you looking forward to seeing the remaining episodes of this season? Also, let me know in the comments section. And of course, till the next time, you know what to do. Go watch yourself a great movie or TV series. Peace.